Today my topic is factors regulating photosynthesis. Uh, in photosynthesis using factors, these factors are uh, these factors are important. So photosynthesis, it is the uh, photosynthesis is controlled by several factors. Some important external factors, these are light, temperature, carbon dioxide, oxygen, minerals. So water and internal factors like age of the leaf, chlorophyll content, translocation rate, etc. So Blackman studied the influence of various factors on photosynthesis and proposed the law of limiting factors. When a process is controlled by several factors, the rate of the process is limited by the factor which is at its minimum. So the rate of process increases only when the level of that factor is increased. For example, when carbon dioxide concentration is less, as light intensity increases, rate of photosynthesis is increased. But after some times, through light intensity is increased, rate of photosynthesis will not increase. At this stage of carbon dioxide concentration is increased, rate of photosynthesis again increases till carbon dioxide concentration again limits the process. Later through light intensity is increased, the rate of process will not increase and the process is saturated with light. So in nature, not only the two factors pull several factors influences photosynthesis. This if all the factors influencing photosynthesis are not limiting the process, then only the photosynthetic rate will be maximum. On the other hand, if any any one of the factors limits the process, for example light, so photosynthesis, it is the light influenced by light also, light intensity and duration and so of the electromagnetic radiation from the sun, the visible radiation in the range of 400 to 700 nm wavelength only can be used for photosynthesis. This is called as photosynthetically active radiations. So rate of photosynthesis is more in blue and red regions of the spectrum. So when the light intensity is less, carbon dioxide absorbed by photosynthesis, it is less than carbon dioxide during respiration. But as the light intensity increases, at certain light intensity, the carbon dioxide used in photosynthesis and carbon dioxide released in respiration are equal. Thus, the light intensity where photosynthetic and respiration rates are same is called as light compensation point. At this point, net photosynthesis is zero. So the light intensity increases above this, photosynthetic rate also increase proportionately. So if the light intensity is less than the compensation point, the rate of respiration is more than that photosynthesis. Generally, highlight intensities, photosynthesis rate decreases at high light intensity, rate of transpiration increases and water deficit occurs. As a result, stomata are closed. Further, as light intensity increases, rate of respiration increases due to increased temperature. In addition, chlorophyll is bleached due to excess light absorptions due to photo excitation of more number of chlorophyll atoms. Electron transport is fast and oxygen is converted to superoxide due to absorption of electrons by oxidizing fats. Under these conditions, photosynthesis is inhibited. Close relation exists between the duration of available light and photosynthetic productivity. So, the continuous light reduces photosynthetic rate. Normal photosynthesis can occur if a plant gets light for 10 to 12 hours in a day, but if they are exposed to intermittent light rate and of photosynthesis increased, the photosynthesis is increased. However, if the plants are exposed to continuous light, the carbohydrates synthesized cannot be translocated quickly and reduce the rate of process by feedback inhibition. Further, in continuous light, the pigments are bleached and thus the rate of photosynthesis is less. So, the carbon dioxide available in the normal atmosphere, 0.03% is available in the atmosphere. Usually, these are limits the rate of photosynthesis, and different plant shows varied responses to different concentrations of carbon dioxide. In C3 plants, as carbon dioxide concentration increases till 1000 ml, the rate of the process increases. However, if carbon dioxide concentration increases above this rate of photosynthesis decreases due to closure of stomata. In C4 plants, photosynthetic rate increases till 400 ml of high of carbon dioxide. So, the differences in response of plants to carbon dioxide concentration due to the differences in their carbon dioxide compensation point. In C4 plants, carbon dioxide compensation point is less than 5 microns, less than in C3 plants. So, in C4 plants, uh, photorespiration is absent in their carbon dioxide compensation point is very less. So, temperature also, this is minimum difference temperature, it is required for photosynthesis. Blue green algae and several plants photosynthesis even 70 degrees centigrade temperature. Plants growing in cold region like some gymnosperms can photosynthesis at low temperature of minus 10 degrees centigrade at low rates. Mesophytes, for example, tropical plants, and these can start their photosynthesis only between 5 to 40 degrees temperature limits. So, this temperature is seen on biochemical reactions of photosynthesis. This effect of temperature on photosynthesis depends on the type of the plants and atmospheric conditions. So, for example, desert plants can photosynthesis efficiently than temperature plants in high temperature. So, the photosynthesis can start at minus 5 degrees centigrade in the plants growing in cold temperature regions. whereas in tropical plants photosynthesis do not take place below 5 degrees centigrade. So desert plants at 55 degrees centigrade. So some algae 70 degrees centigrade also can carry out of their photosynthesis. The optimum temperature in C4 plants is 30 to 40 degrees centigrade. So C3 plants optimum temperature for photosynthesis 15 to 30 degrees centigrade. Due to photorespiration at 30 to 40 degrees centigrade rate, a photosynthesis is less at those temperatures. So next, the the temperature suitable for the ice formation. Ice crystals formed will mechanically break the cells, and thus the rate of photosynthesis is decreased. Then oxygen, it is the one of the factor. So in 1920 Warburg identified that oxygen inhibits photosynthesis. So the carbon dioxide fixation by carbon cycle is primitively inhibited due to the effect of oxygen. So C3 plants high oxygen concentrations increase photorespirations, and thus photosynthetic rate decreases. So C4 plants as photorespiration is not detected in them. Oxygen causes oxidation of various enzymes involved in photosynthesis and chlorophylls. The enzyme triose phosphate dehydrogenase is inactivated in presence of oxygen. So the hydrogen and sulfur bonds of phosphates dehydrogenases enzymes are affected, and thus the rate of photosynthesis is decreased. So this inhibitory effects of oxygen on photosynthesis is called as Warburg effects. So next, water is also one of the factor. So this effect of water on photosynthesis is indirect. So when water available is less, and the water deficit causes closures of stomata, the results the quantity of carbon dioxide diffusing into the leaves decreases. The result photosynthetic rate decreases. Further, the cohydration of enzyme proteins decreases, and they become inactivated. Carbohydrate translocation from leaves is reduced, and water deficit, and the rate of photosynthesis decreases. So next, mineral elements. So the effect of mineral elements on photosynthesis is these are also indirect. Some minerals are essential for various components involved in photosynthesis. So the activity of enzymes requires some elements. So these are required some elements, for example ferrous, manganese. These are for synthesis of chlorophyll molecules. For release of oxygen, manganese and chloride are essential. So ferrous is present in the electron carriers, cytochromes, ferredoxin, and copper is present in plastocyanin. So potassium is involved in stomatal movement, and transport of triose phosphate is controlled by phosphorus. So the different elements control different reactions, and their deficiency reduces photosynthetic rate. So nitrogen metabolism also controlled photosynthesis. So internal factors so leaf age. So rate of photosynthesis is minimum in young leaves. As the leaf grows, rate of photosynthesis increases, rate of photosynthesis decreases as a leaf undergoes sense. The structure of chloroplast is degraded with the age and leaves turn to yellow due to loss of chlorophyll. So the structure of other cells, organelles also is degraded, and rate of photosynthesis is completely reduced. So leaf structure, rate of photosynthesis is influenced by the leaf characters like thickness of cuticle, nature of epidermal cells, stomatal distribution and size, intercellular space. All these affects the rate of photosynthesis indirectly. When protein is thick, the quantity of light entering leaf decreases and rate of photosynthesis also decreases. So chlorophyll content, generally the chlorophyll do not limit photosynthesis, but chlorosis caused due to deficit of minerals or pest reduce photosynthesis. Hydration of protoplast, when sufficient water is not available to plants, gradually water deficit is caused and hydration of protoplasm is decreased. Hydration of enzymes proteins also decreases, and the rate of photosynthesis is decreased. So translocation of carbohydrates of the internal factors influence photosynthesis. Carbohydrates translocation is important. Carbohydrates synthesized by photosynthesis in leaves, so these are translocated to other plants. Their transport is more to the food storing organs like fruits, tubers, etc. So the which actor sings if the rate of translocation is not equal to photosynthetic rate, the rate of photosynthesis decreases. For example, if the food storing plants like tubers are removed, carbohydrate translocation is reduced. So the accumulation of carbohydrates in photosynthesizing leaves reduce the rate of photosynthesis due to feedback inhibition and the rate of translocation of carbohydrates. So is decreased in photosynthesizing cells. So starch synthesized in the chloroplast to such cells inhibit the light supply to thylakoids. Further increases starch synthesis in chloroplast cause dissociation of thylakoids, and they will become inactive. Thus the rate of photosynthesis is decreased. So the factors are very essential for photosynthesis, regulate photosynthesis. These factors are very important. So external factors: light, temperature, carbon dioxide, oxygen. Minerals, water and minerals, waters, these are the internal factors. And external factors, these are light, temperature, carbon dioxide, oxygen, minerals, waters. So these are the external factors. Internal factors like age of the leaf, chlorophyll content, translocation rate, etc. First, Blackman studied influence of various factors on photosynthesis. So this is proposed the law of limiting factors. So when the process is controlled by several factors, the rate of process is limited by the factor, so which is at its minimum. The rate of process increases only when the level of the factor is increased. So it is light, carbon dioxide, temperature, oxygen, water, minerals. These are the external factors. So these are essential for plants growth.